welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, what up? So you guys, today I'm showing you this long wearing sweat-proof oil-free makeup routine. This is going to be one of my go-tos for the spring and summer because it's going to be using some products that are dedicated to keeping you shine-free, matte, sweat-proof, all of that. So I can't wait to show you guys these products and how I created this look. Some of these products are from my Sephora VIB sale haul. So I was super excited to use some of them for you guys today, but I still literally have so many new products to use. So expect some get ready with me, some makeup of the day videos. I'm gonna do a new shop my stash so that I can include all of those products that I got in my rotation. So yeah, it's just gonna be a lot of makeup related content coming. So if you're interested in all of that, then just make sure that you're subscribed, you stay tuned, ring that notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. But this is the look, this is what it's giving today. Super excited to show you guys. It's a simple basic spring makeup look, but it's definitely giving, okay? This is glam and it's serving. So if you guys want to see how I got this look using some new products from the Sephora VIB sale, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm gonna start this look off with some slight crease work, which that's not the focus of this eyeshadow look, but y'all know the focus is on the upside down, the Danessa Myricks Lightwork Volume 4 palette. But since I want to create like a cohesive, somewhat casual, everyday spring type of makeup look, I have to start off with some matte. So I'm going to be using my new Persuasion palette, and I'm going to kind of speed through this. So if you guys want to know what colors I'm using Spice, Caramel, Chocola, and then Mocha. Keeping it really, really simple, just going in with like some basic browns to just start the look off. So okay, so this is what our crease is looking like so far. I still absolutely love and recommend this palette. It has like all of the most perfect warm brown transition shades that you need, with also some pops of pink and then this full row of shimmers. And I love using it during like the spring and summertime because majority of the colors in there are warm tones. So it's just like so perfect. The colors are buttery, they blend out amazingly well, and they just give like the perfect start to any eyeshadow look. So now that I'm done with my crease, we're gonna be going in with the Danessa Myricks Lightworks Volume 4 palettes. This is what this beauty looks like. Now, I like color, I like using color, but y'all know I don't do like super dramatic, colorful type of eyes. So I bought this palette strictly to use as a companion palette for all of my other looks. So I definitely can't wait to hop into these greens and blues for the summertime, especially this one. Oh my God, this like turquoise blue shimmer is going to be to die for as a all over lid color or as a pop of color on the lower lash line. It looks so freaking good. But today, like I said, we're keeping it simple. We're doing like a nice spring makeup look. So we're actually going to be going into this color up here, which y'all can see has a nice shift to it. It's like a copper, pink, bronzy goodness. It's called Nirvana. And quite literally, you guys, watch this. So I'm just going to do one little, are you flipping kidding me? And wait till I put it on my eyes. Y'all, look at this. It looks so wet and metallic and shiny, and it is just gorgeous as a simple bronzy shimmery spring summer type of look. Like it's so shiny and metallic, and it has that nice shift to it. It's gorgeous. So I had to use this palette today. I am obsessed. It's so beautiful. Oh my God, it's so pretty. As basic as this color is, I feel like it still gives more pop and color than a lot of other shimmer shadows would. But we're gonna take it up a notch, and I'm going to add another color from this palette onto my lid just to give it a little bit more pop, a little bit more oomph. And I'm not gonna spray my brush or anything, but we're gonna go into the shade Divinity. Now this one is actually a different texture than this shadow right here. So that shadow that I used was a Velvet Chrome. Divinity is a glass metallic. So I'm not gonna wet my brush, but I'm gonna kind of take that and put it like up into my crease just to add like a little more dimension, a little more of a pop, like something different. Do you guys see it? And then I'm also gonna add that along my lash line as well. Okay, so this is the eye look. Super fun, super eye-catching, but still kind of neutral and simple and basic. So I'm actually gonna do some brown on my upper lash line, no wing or anything, and then I'm gonna do my Urban Decay Whiskey in my waterline. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and added my liner and my lashes off of camera, and I am just loving this eye look. Love the way it looks. So now we can get into the complexion. And because I'm going to be using the new One Size products, including the Secure the Blur primer, which I have a sample of, but I actually did go ahead and purchase the full size of this product for my Sephora VIB sale haul. I'm gonna do my base routine the exact same way that Patrick Starr, the owner of One Size, suggested to do the base routine if you want that long wearing sweat proof type of makeup. So let me show you guys exactly what he did. So my skin is definitely already prepped and primed. I did my serums and everything. I did my moisturizer. Everything's good. So now I'm going to take the One Size Secure the Blur Makeup Magnet Primer. And he says this one is for blurring and mattifying. And of course, I bought the full size of this product. I already knew that I was going to. This was in my Shop My Stash at one point in time. So I was like, yeah, I know I'm going to buy the full size. But I take about that much. And I'm going to focus this in the areas where I want my skin to be blurred as well as mattified, which honestly is all over. Okay, so definitely on my nose, definitely on my cheeks, my chin, underneath my nose, and then right in the center of my forehead. And this is going to be the same area that I'm going to apply the On Till Dawn Secure the Sweat Primer. Dry Till Dawn Secure the Sweat Primer. So this definitely gives the skin like a soft focus effect, and it definitely takes down the actual shine that was on my skin. So I like to let these primers sit for about 2 minutes in between steps so that I'm not like going in with too many products and then it starts to peel, because I think that's what a lot of people were having an issue with when it comes to this specific primer, which is the Secure the Sweat Dry Till Dawn primer. Patrick Starr suggests, for one, waiting in between applying these primers, and also taking a small dime-sized amount, because this spreads so easily. Only take a little bit of this product and then pat it into the skin. Do not rub, because if it doesn't agree with other products that you've already put on your skin, it's gonna peel and ball up. If you press it into the skin, it won't do that. So I have already tested out this primer. Unfortunately, I only got to test it out for 1 day because this week during work, I wasn't able to wear makeup. But this right here is definitely going to be a primer that you want to get if you're oily, if you're sweaty, if you have a problem with your makeup being long wearing. So when I did try this out, I put my makeup on around 5:15 in the morning, which is actually super early because most days I start putting my makeup on around 8 o'clock. So I started at 5:15. I put this on. I did this exact routine. I used my YSL All Hours foundation, and I did not get shiny until about 5 o'clock when I got off of work. Mind you, that entire day I was outside, I was in the heat, I was in the sun, I was sweating and all of that, and I did not start getting shiny until around 5 o'clock. So this product definitely does exactly what it says. So I'm gonna take about that much. Like I said, you don't need much of this product. It spreads so good. And you're supposed to warm it up in your fingers and then start pressing it in all the places where you sweat or get shiny. So I definitely sweat on my nose a lot. I also sweat above my lip, and then obviously my forehead. So I'm just gonna pat that in. And again, I'm gonna let that sit into my skin for about 2 minutes before I go in with my foundation. But the foundation that I'm gonna be using is new to me. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. It's new to me, but I have worn this a couple of times already, and I'm really just trying to get my thoughts together on this foundation. I bought it when Ulta was having $10 off of MAC foundations, and I really wanted to try this out because this is supposed to be a long-wearing 36-hour foundation, transfer resistant, sweat resistant, waterproof, all of that, while while still taking care of your skin. And it's supposed to be like high pigment, full coverage. That's why they only give you 0.84 fluid ounces instead of a full fluid ounce, because you're supposed to use less of this. But anyways, I have mine in the shade NC50. Like I said, I'm still trying to get my thoughts together on this foundation. So this is what my skin looks like, no peeling or anything. So I'm gonna take a little dab of the MAC foundation, about that much. That looks to be about 2 pumps of foundation, which is what I normally use. Even though this one is supposed to have fuller coverage, I'm still gonna use about 2 pumps, the equivalent of 2 pumps, which is what I normally use. And I'm gonna spread that all over with my finger, including on my neck. And I'm gonna blend that out with a brush. Whenever I do my long wearing, like sweat-proof makeup routines, I always put on my products with a brush, because I just feel like using a damp beauty blender adds more moisture to the skin, and that's not what I need. I've already moisturized, you know, with my skincare and everything. I want my makeup to be long wearing, so I'm not adding extra moisture. I'm just trying to get coverage and make sure my products go on smooth. So this is what the foundation gives after being applied and setting. So it gives a nice, you know, skin-like glow, like natural radiant finish. It's not super drying at all. It does say nourishing waterproof foundation, so it's good for your skin, but it's not, to me, it's not super shiny looking. Now we can go in with our cream products. Today I'm going to be using the NYX Wonder Stick, and this is just their cream blush. I'm using the shade Coral and Deep Peach, and I'm going to be taking the Deep Peach side. So I like using this type of cream blush when I'm doing my long wearing makeup, because this isn't super liquidy at all. It kind of like sets down on the skin super quick. So while yes, it is a cream, I think it's a little bit more suitable for oily skin, because it's kind of like a cream to powder. It doesn't feel very slippy, like it's gonna go everywhere. So I'm just using that on a Real Techniques setting brush. I swiped it on the back of my arm, and then I'm just putting it on with this brush, and I'm kind of piling it on because it is gonna somewhat get covered by my concealer. And now I'm going to go in with my cream bronzer. So I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer in 310. And then I'm going to be using my NYX Wonder Stick. This one is in the shade Deep. And I'm going to be using like the contour side of it. And I'm just using my Huda double-ended brush to apply the Charlotte Tilbury. And then I'm going right on top with the NYX, and I'm gonna do the same thing. And I know like lighter skin tones, they like to contour more during the winter time for like that cooler type of look, but I like to contour as I get darker during the summer, because I feel like it gives more structure to my face, as opposed to bronzing, which I feel like just gives me warmth, which I pretty much already have, because whenever I start tanning during the spring and summer from the sun, it's always like I get more red tone, like I get more red in my skin. So I like to use more of a contour to kind of chisel me out instead of warm up my face. So now we can go in with this new concealer. So this is the Givenchy Prisme Libre Skin Caring Concealer. And I got this also in my Sephora VIB sale haul. So I wanted to try this out. And I'm actually going to be blending this out with a brush, because this is more of a luminous finish concealer. And I don't know how it's going to work on my skin. It seems very liquidy, just off first impressions. I have the shade, what is this? This is N345. So because it feels so liquidy, I'm actually gonna let it sit on the skin for a little bit before I go to blend it out. I do like the applicator on it though. It's fat and big, and it's like a paddle almost. So I do kind of like that. And the color seems to be great for highlighting. I don't feel like I'm gonna need to, you know, go in with an additional concealer with this one. So we're gonna see how it does. Okay, y'all, disregard what I said about this concealer. I feel like it dries pretty fast. I don't know if it's because of the product that I have underneath of it, but I feel like it kind of has dried down a little bit. I mean, I still have time to blend it out, of course, but I do feel like, you know, it kind of set down a little bit. So yeah, disregard what I said. I don't think you have to let this sit, but it blends out effortlessly, and I really like that so far. Ooh, okay, y'all. This concealer blends so freaking good. I'm shocked. Y'all, I'm shocked. Cause what the hell? She's gonna have to get put down as a new favorite because I like this. Even after letting it sit, I love the way that this blended out. Okay, yes, y'all, I really like that concealer. I did go in with a second layer under my eyes, and it built up super, super nice. So it's not full coverage right off the bat, but you can build it up, and I think it looks amazing. So let me go ahead and get my setting powder ready. I'm gonna be using the Morphe Loose Baking Powder in Banana, and I'm gonna be using a brush to go ahead and set that. Let me blend out these creases. But that is really nice. I really like that concealer. Ooh, don't let this concealer come from my Dior. Y'all know how much I love my Dior concealer, but that just wowed and shocked the hell out of me. So we gonna have to see. Gonna have to do a little comparison and put it toe to toe with my Dior. And I'm gonna bake. I don't know how this concealer does as far as like creasing goes. So I am gonna go ahead and bake, and then I'm just gonna bake anyway because long wearing makeup and all of that, you know? Now I'm gonna do what Patrick Starr did in his video. So he took his One Size Ultimate Loose Setting Powder in translucent, and he set his entire face using a powder puff sponge. So I'm gonna actually take my Beauty Blender Pocket Puff, and I'm gonna take the butt of it, and I'm gonna use this to set my entire face. Now, usually I am not one to use translucent powder over my entire face, but I'm telling y'all, I did his whole routine for work one day, and I did exactly what he said to do, and my makeup was sitting, okay? And y'all know I don't love the One Size powder for under my eyes, but setting my face with it, I think was absolutely amazing. So like I said, I'm doing what he said to do in that video, and it worked because my makeup was sitting all day. So this is what my face looks like after using that translucent powder, and I don't look super powdery. I don't look like I have a ghostly white cast or anything. My face kind of just looks smooth AF. But I'm going to double set. Now, he didn't do this in the video, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm going to double set, and I'm going to use the MAC Studio Fix Face Powder. And this one is in NC 47. And this is kind of to lock me down even more and to kind of bring some color back to my face. So that's what I'm using this powder for. It's not necessary, but, you know, I just want to bring my color back. So I'm using this to set, and as you guys can see, you can still see where I put that like cream blush and everything. Like, it's not taking away from anything on my face, it's just adding an extra layer of security. So for bronzer today, I'm actually going to be using my new Jaclyn Hill pressed bronzer in Poolside. This is in my Shop My Stash, and I have been wanting to get a lot of use out of this bronzer because it is a more red toned bronzer. And like I was saying earlier, when I start to get darker, I do have more red to my skin. So I feel like this is the perfect bronzer for me to start getting use out of. And I really do like the way that it looks on my skin. I feel like this bronzer applies super, super nice. And it gives me that nice tanned, bronzed, but yet still snatched type of look. And then we can actually press in / wipe away this bake. Okay, and so for my blush, I'm going to be using the One Size Cheek Clapper blush in Freaky Peach. Still absolutely love this blush. And I'm going to be using both the blush and the blush topper. So I'm going to first apply the blush. Super pretty. I love this color. And then I'm just going to apply a light layer, like a light dusting of the actual blush topper. And then I'm going to go back over my cheeks with the blush so we don't lose that color. For my highlights, I'm using one of my favorite highlights that I love to use with that blush, and it is the Becca Own Your Light highlight. So it's more of like that pinky toned highlight, and it just gives me the perfect amount of glow to my skin in addition to that blush. Okay, now to really set my face, snatch, and lock me down, I'm going to be using the One Size Until Dawn waterproof setting spray, of course, because this is exactly what Patrick Starr used in his video. Shake it up really well, and this is literally like the finishing touch. So and I spray a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I spray a lot, okay? But this is what the face is giving because of the blush topper and the highlight. I still have a nice like luminous glow to my skin, but the makeup is sit down, like it's snatched, okay? So now we can go to my lips. So I'm gonna be using my Morphe Trendsetter lip liner. I had actually almost finished one of my other Trendsetter lip liners from Morphe, and then I lost it. So I'm super mad about that because that was literally gonna be a lip liner in my makeup empties for the end of the year, but I lost it. I'm still gonna count it though because it was practically gone and I knew I was gonna finish it. So this is the Morphe Soul Matte Velvet Lip Mousse in the shade My Boo. Y'all know how much I love these types of nudes. So it's like that caramel brown nude color. So just gonna apply that, and then this type of lip is just my thing. This is my thing. Y'all know how I get about lip colors like this. It's just my thing. It's my signature. I can't even. I love it. And then I'm going to top it off with this Power Plumping Lip Gloss from MAC, which I do not like, do not recommend, but I just want a nice gloss on top. This is in the color 10 Things I Hate About You. So just something to give some shine. But like I said, this is pretty much it for the makeup look. I'm going to go ahead and finish off the rest of everything off of camera, and then I'll be back to show you guys the completed look. So you guys, here I am with everything complete. It's very much giving what needs to be gave. I love me a good long wearing matte sweat-proof beat. These long wearing sweat-proof, oil control, waterproof products are going to be my go-tos for the spring and summer. So I really like these products, and I'm definitely going to check in later to show you guys what they look like after being worn all day. But this is the skin so far. And I like it. I think it looks really, really good. So stay tuned for that check-in so you guys can see how it looks after I've been wearing it all day. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me. All right, you guys, so this is what my skin is looking like. I didn't make it to 12 hours because I started doing my makeup like around 12 o'clock, and it is currently almost 8 o'clock. It is 19:57, which is 7:57, so almost 8 o'clock. And this is what my skin is looking like. I could definitely take this makeup all the way until like 10 o'clock at night, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm tired. But it definitely isn't like crazy shiny. I think that my YSL All Hours foundation definitely held up better with the One Size products, but the MAC foundation is not bad at all. I'm gonna go ahead and like touch my face, and there's like no makeup on my hand. I definitely think that it being like transfer resistant and everything is definitely true, like the claim holds true, but I can see that there's a little bit of shine coming through like on the sides of my nose right here, and then like right up in here, but it's nowhere near as greasy as I would be with other products. So this definitely holds up extremely well on my skin. Like I said, I still like it better with my YSL foundation, But with this MAC foundation, it's not bad at all. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this video. If you did, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below letting me know if you enjoyed it. If you're new, thank you so much for watching. You just have to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, join the Fragrance and Beauty Army, as well as that bell notification so that you can be notified every single time that I upload a video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.